East and a very warm welcome to my virtual exhibition entitled The Bauhaus and the Lockdown. We are here because of the current position that we are in with the coronavirus pandemic, and our exhibition would have been held on the 3rd of June at the Bauhaus at the Oxo Tower in London, but unfortunately it's been cancelled. My exhibition is an evolution from a visit to the Bauhaus in Germany, exploring the evidence of the Bauhaus ideas within the practice of Olafur Eliasson and Bridget Riley. The coronavirus painting is a collage of World War II newspapers and newspaper cuttings from the current coronavirus pandemic. It has similarities to the wartime blitz and the government trying to control the pandemic. It includes the GP who sacrificed his life for his patients. This brings it home to life because this is from my doctor for my own surgery. It uses the simultaneous colour theories of Johannes Itten, the red dominating the darker green. The second is a collaborative textile. Theories and principles of Mondrian were discussed and a small maquette was made. Collaboration was made between photographs being sent through WhatsApp and communication via the telephone with the inability to meet up. It's a free machine embroidery piece including fabric dyeing and manipulating of different products, including bonder web and stretched mulberry bark. A water-soluble fabric is used to depict the power of the COVID-19 virus pandemic, which explodes from the bottom and slowly grows up the canvas. The wooden pallets painting was an idea inspired from old wooden pallets leaning against a white rendered wall at night time with a bright security light beaming onto them, which enhanced and intensified the depths of the palette, creating a sculptural optical gridded illusion. This painting was started at the beginning of the lockdown without any opportunity to acquire any further mediums. Therefore, I originally used charcoal to replace black hues and white house emulsion to replace titanium white. I took inspiration from the work of Sean Scully, where some panels resist the domination of a mass of opposing colours. The fallen dust from the pastels and the charcoal at the bottom of the canvas appear to be like puddles of rain. The wooden palette sculpture. With a serious lack of materials and equipment, I revisited the topic of art pauvre from the second year, where I used bed springs from a couple of mattresses. This time I was using the wooden pallets. In the evening, the studio floods with light and creates a lot of shadows. So I used these shadows and used the simultaneous contrast colour theories and complementary colours of Johanna Sitten, transforming these dull palettes into a bright, vibrant sculpture, giving them new life. The painting becomes a sculpture and the sculpture becomes a painting. However, the bars of the sculpture actually remind us of the lockdown and have the effect of a prison, that we are actually contained. Like the Bauhaus, exploring and experimenting with nature, these themes are continued throughout of the whole of the exhibition. The Mondrian painting was used from the same maquette that was used to produce the textile canvas. It includes the colour style of Johanna Sitten and it also includes theosophy and geometry. The black border stripe stops the red from penetrating the brighter colours. There's an optical depth that dances around the rectangular panels. Finally, the red takes on a portion of metallic, which changes with the light, creating a rainbow effect, a signification of hope from the pandemic. The modular sculpture evolved from the research to see the Bauhaus in Dessau, Germany, and the masters' houses. Originally, it was going to be made of gypsum, a large metal structure. However, with the lack of materials and inability to access the gypsum, an idea of using cardboard boxes from an exhibition that I visited at the Royal Academy, the Carlos Bungas exhibition, Something Necessary and Useful. It incorporates all types of experimental materials. Bed sheets are used, industrial fabrication, 4 different types of tape, anything I could get my hands on to make a good even coverage. Finally finished off with 44 rolls of mod rock. The pieces are mobile, so can be reassembled in any form, in any way. They were photographed inside and outside. They particularly photographed well in front of a green foliage in a garden where light and shadow was created, and that different visuals were attracted around the sculpture, different viewpoints. 2 of the modular sculptures contain lights, and at night time LED lights shine beyond the sculptures, creating more depth. images on the floor are plasterworks and maquettes which were helped to design the large modular sculpture. These are made of polystyrene, one coated with a bed sheet and plaster, put together in different ways to see how the construction can evolve. The two plaster sculptures represent the sphere and are particularly effective when taking photographs outside with the light shining into the hollows, creating depth and shadows. The image on the wall is the different types of coronavirus. 2 days of research on the coronavirus allowed me to collect and make a collage of the different types which creep over the coronavirus canvas, invading it. The exhibition is documented with 148 pages of sketches, research, newspaper cuttings from World War II and the coronavirus pandemic, and is also backed up with 2 full journals of notes and information documented. Finally, I'd like to conclude with thanks to the vast list of books that have helped me with this research and a bibliography. And thank you for watching my virtual exhibition.